Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently getting very close to having all of these gaps filled in, but that'll be a little bit yet, no doubt about that. We're going to proceed forward here.
Survey complete.
And the Vor Technocracy are claiming a bunch of things. They can do that, I suppose.
Discovered.
We did just finish up our Durasteel infrastructure, so that'll get us a building slot for each of our locations. That's nice. And climate restoration will allow us to terraform tomb worlds. We do have a good number of tomb worlds, actually. So that's not necessarily a terrible idea to go for that. We'll go ahead and do that. Cool. Okay, so we have all of these bastions here finishing up. We're going to go for, of course, a missile battery hangar bay, and then we're going to go for, I think... This is allied ships. What do we want for our last two buildings here? So we could go for a target uplink computer. That'll give us a defense platform modifier. We don't have defense platforms right now, but I guess we can go ahead and go for it for the moment. That will maybe be a bigger deal later on. So that'll do for now. Target uplink computer for each of these. There we go. Missile battery, hangar bay, and target uplink computer. There we go. Fantastic. We've managed to pick up a clear audio feed of conversations between several Wa aliens' ships. While our linguists are still none the wiser as to the meanings of any of the words they're recording, they're optimistic that this new signal will help them make significant progress towards a breakthrough. Cool. Okay, now then, the Ganges isn't doing anything, and we can definitely get it going. So we'll build the starbase down here. The Orinoco is also not doing anything. We don't have the influence to get that going just yet. Let's check in on our colonies here. They're all under control. Beautiful. So nothing to be done there. And for the time being, this is fine. We're currently upgrading this battleship, but I believe we are...
Technology
Yeah, we're
discovered.
building some cruisers and destroyers as well. That'll be fine.
Ships
Our flat
upgraded.
cannons finish up. We can grab Citadel, but we're not going to have the alloys to update to Citadels just yet. Neutronium armor is, I think, the way to go here.
Ships
Beautiful.
upgraded.
So the third fleet is now upgraded. It'll need to be upgraded again, apparently. But we're just going to get this thing repaired. We're moving to the Ilix A
complete.
station. Oh, this is the wrong fleet. For some reason, I was thinking this was the first fleet. It's not. This is not the first fleet. Fantastic.
Construction complete.
Okay, so the Ganges has finished its construction in Siplim, and we'll go ahead and build our mining stations there. The Orinoco will get its starbase here in a couple of months. Like 3 to 4 months, depending on fractionals here. We'll see how that ends up going. We are working on getting more influence per month by working up our power projection here.
Construction complete.
So that is making some progress. The fourth fleet, we will continue to reinforce. Okay, we can't afford to reinforce that any further. But we're going to need a few more destroyers. 2 ships, 520 alloys. Okay, that's going to be 2 months before we can do that. Although their dwellings on habitat stations would suggest an advanced society, Envoy Demi Dakut is unsure whether we're indeed dealing with an intelligent lifeform. They seem unremittingly hostile, so much so that a stable society seems almost unthinkable. Even during our brief period of investigation, we've observed several displays of pure barbarism. They seem to have a language, but our linguists are still working on deciphering it so we can make sense of this display. Disturbing. We must be watchful. Well, we'll see. That's these guys down here. Got it. Oh, okay. So they're definitely another group of marauders like these guys. Well, that's fine. Okay, so the Orinoco is going to be able to build its starbase here now. So we'll go ahead and do so. And we can also get the fourth fleet fully reinforced. There we go. Fantastic. So we'll get all those destroyers and corvettes built shortly.
Construction complete.
And we're now at 1.35 power projection. It's not as much as we'd like. It appears as though the enigmatic cache is now done with its scan of Ain Prime and is seeking another target planet within our borders. Well, it'll stay within our borders, so that's okay. We can continue to study it, hopefully. We'll get our missile battery, hangar bay, and target uplink computer here. There we go. And we're, of course, going to want to get these stations upgraded eventually as well. But that'll be a little while yet. Elthier Prime is going to be finishing up very, very shortly.
Complete.
Like, right now.
Colony
Fantastic.
founded.
So we're going to immediately put in our gene clinic, as well as a city district here. And this industrial world could use a planetary administration. We'll get that done. Same with this tech world. Anything else? Yes. This industrial world here. Now, we do have 2 moat harvesting traps. Can we get anything else? No other free exotic goods. Okay. So in that case, we'll just put in an industrial district here. That'll be fine. Yeah, this has minerals from jobs, but we're doing okay on minerals. Having decoded what counts as a language among them, Envoy Demi Dakut has identified the Wa aliens as a nomadic civilization known as the Kamarian Marauders. They occupy a number of large space stations in and around the Gothra system that house the bulk of their massive numbers in crowded and squalid conditions. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, they seem to have developed a strong martial culture. Life in the cold void has become second nature to them, and they're very adept at space warfare. There's no Kamarian central government to speak of. Instead, they're divided into several different factions that vie endlessly with one another for resources and respect. Given their large population and the shipbuilding capability of their stations, this constant infighting is the only thing keeping them from growing into a significant threat to galactic peace. So that gives us a bunch of influence. Fantastic. We don't really care about what they have to say. They're marauders. They're going to be grumpy. Cool. So that influence will help us a decent amount, actually, because we can come over here, and as soon as we're done here, we can immediately begin building in Hieroscat. So that'll be good. That's a nice little boost to our influence. Okay, once we're done in Batrak, we'll have to head to Leloria, of course. And off we go. So this fleet is fully reinforced at this point. We are at our naval cap, so this is the best we're going to do for our power projection for the moment. We can definitely get more... Ooh, Ministry of Production. Ministry of Production is so powerful. We're definitely going to grab that. That'll be amazing for our economy. Which is already doing pretty well, to be clear. Our economy is already pretty good. So, I do want to continue to work on upgrading some of these star fortresses, now that we are maxed on our naval cap for the moment. So we'll let that go. And this science ship will be finishing up over here fairly soon. It's investigating this, which is going to take it quite a long time. That's okay.
Technology discovered.
Once it's done with that, we can head up to Aswiria. We're not in any rush over here. Cool. Oh, our Commissary General died. Okay. Cool. Tachyon sensors finish up. Exploit dark matter. That's not bad. We'll grab that. Cool. Okay, this shipyard here is lacking a building for the moment. Now, under most circumstances, I would look to do a nebula refinery here, probably. The exotic gases would be nice, but we're not in a nebula, so we'll do a hydroponics bay for some food. And that'll be okay. We've discovered an alien ship adrift among the asteroids surrounding T1T966. It's not responding to our hailing signals. Whether this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal or perhaps some other reason, we do not know. Science Officer Ban Baron recommends that a construction ship be dispatched to tow this stricken vessel out of the debris field. If left untouched, there's a risk the alien ship may be crushed by the asteroids. Okay, so we can definitely do that.
Updated.
How long do we have? A decent amount of time. But I'm going to go do it now, and then we'll come back to backtrack. Yes, we're going to be backtracking a bit, but that's okay. We're doing okay on our influence for right now. We're fine. These shardlings just moved in here. Okay. We're going to go eliminate them. Which means that we're, of course, not building these... Or we're not going up here now, because these guys just moved in. Awkward timing, for sure. But we'll eliminate them, no problem.
Enemy fleet.
There we go.
Log updated.
Demi Dakut is now the head of the... they're now the Commissary General. Okay. So, did we lose them from a science ship, or... Who were they? Oh, freeholders. Okay. We can hire their mercs. A raiding fleet belonging to a previously unknown species has been detected approaching our borders. These savages, who call themselves the Vun Okans, have apparently been paid by a rivaling foreign power to attack our systems. They're transmitting a message. Okay, so these guys. Go to red alert. We don't know where they are, or how powerful they are. It would be nice to know where they were coming from. But we can't currently see them. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know where they are currently. We'll find out, I guess. I do want to continue to work on boosting up some of these stations. So we'll get another one going here. Cool.
Construction complete.
While we're waiting on that, let's check in on our worlds here. There's a number of things that we need to do here. So on this tech world, I would love to get a research institute. We just can't quite get that planetary capital in yet. So we'll put in another research lab. On this tech world, this is the same story. So another research lab here, and I'm going to put in a city district too. There we go. On this generator world, we do have an exotic gas refinery. We need housing and a job, so I think a generator district is the way to go here. And we also have some tile blockers that can be cleared. We may as well queue those up. Fantastic. And that's it for now. Okay. So where are these guys? We don't see them on our sensors just yet. But if they're a similar power level as to these guys, and by extension these guys over here, I don't expect too much. In fact, the freeholders appear to be dying currently. Okay, sounds good to me.
Construction complete.
There's our construction finishing up at our capital, always good. And we will continue to upgrade our fortresses here. The real question is, where are those raiders at? Is this them? Yes. So they just ended an ancient threat. And they're going to be coming from over here. That's a long ways away. We'll see how they end up getting here and what direction they come. They could come this direction. They could come this direction. They could, in theory, come through a wormhole. Possibly not that wormhole. But they could, in theory, come through a wormhole or potentially even the L cluster, but I don't think they're going to come through the L cluster, to be honest. I don't think that's been opened up yet. So no major concerns there. I'm thinking about getting ourselves another construction ship here, though. And this will strain our influence a little bit for right now. But I'm not going to send it up to fill in this area. Instead, we're going to start working on our hyper relay network because we really need that. So we're going to build our mining and research stations in Hieroskent, and we're going to grab those industrial subsidies will be, I mean, not really the subsidies, but the Ministry of Production will be very, very useful. We will take here, our naval cap dropped. What caused that to go down? Maybe a Senate thing? Maybe. We'll grab interstellar campaigns for now.
Special project complete.
Once the ship drifting by T1T966 was towed out of the debris, we were able to send in an away team to investigate. They uncovered a murder scene. Only one crew member has been found, a long-eared amphibian biped who appears to have been stabbed repeatedly. With its crew evidently dead, the ship is now up for grabs. It is fitted with very efficient thrusters, the structure and design of which are beyond us at present. The vessel is not armed, seemingly having been used as a transport for important personnel. Repurposing it into an exploration vessel would be a minor undertaking. However, if we deconstruct it and study the engines in greater detail, we may be able to apply its ingenious design to our own fleets. And that's going to be what we're much more interested in. We don't care about a science ship right now. Tear it down and study the engines. 10% sublight speed will be great for us. Okay, that construction ship will finish up here soon. And there it is. The Merrimack is done, and we will start building our hyper relays. Now, we're only making 3 rare crystals per month. So our rare crystal income is going to be one of the limiting factors for building our hyper relays. We can buy more rare crystals, though. That's not that big of a deal. 100 rare crystals per year is not going to be a big deal to buy. Even 300 rare crystals per year probably wouldn't be too bad. A migration treaty proposal, huh? Done. Does that cost us influence? No, it does not. Cool. So that's fantastic.
Technology discovered.
Okay, there's our neutronium armor, and we can grab metallurgist output here, actually. That's pretty good. It's remarkable that it only now popped up, but sure. So we're definitely going to go into our ship designer here and go to neutronium armor. Are there any other upgrades that we can run here right now? Not... Well, actually, yeah, we can go up to tachyon sensors. Done. So there's the Coyote class, and then we can grab neutronium armor for all of these and go up to tachyon sensors for the Novgorod class destroyers. Same thing, of course, for the Sparviero class cruisers. There we go. And for the Bismarck class battleships, same thing. There we go. So we'll get those upgraded at the 4th Fleet and the 1st Fleet. How much will that end up costing? $1257? That's not too bad. So overall, like 1,700 alloys. That's not bad at all. We'll get those underway. Cool. And we're back to constructing down here. So that's to be expected. And this construction ship, it'll just start building out over to Ebonar for now. And then we'll start building one out over this direction. Well, we might actually... There's a lot still to grab over here. So we still have a ways to go on all that. But I definitely want to start getting our hyper relays up. That's going to be important for us. Especially with how appendagey our empire is. There's dark matter drawing. I think from here we will just take this encryption as a reroll. There we go. Let's check in on our colonies here.
Construction complete.
Okay, this Forge world needs a planetary administration. We'll definitely put that in. There's this industrial world here that needs housing. And we're just going to put in an industrial district for the time being. This tech world, we can grab a planetary capital, and we can also clear off this tile blocker. Beautiful. And that's it for now there. Cool.
Technology discovered.
Okay, there's those interstellar campaigns, and I definitely think that grabbing naval cap at this point would not be a bad idea. Flak artillery is potentially fine. I keep hoping that we're going to see level 4 and 5 ballistic weapons, but it just isn't popping in. So we could try to re-roll this a little bit with like modular engineering. Sure. That will save us a lot of alloys as we upgrade to citadels, if that counts for upgrades. I'm not sure it does. but we'll see. Local political drama on Elthier Prime has resulted in decreased support among a small group of rebels, opposed to our underlying ethics. That's not allowed. We will suppress them. Cool. They're not allowed to diverge from our ethics. So there's a fair amount of dark matter down over here that we should grab
Ships
soon
upgraded.
enough. I'm just checking to see. We can grab this as well. Cool. So we're going to come over here and build our research station there and then come back up to Raskamir. There we go. That'll keep that construction ship busy for a while. We are going to finish up our mining stations in Batrak, and then getting up here is quite a journey around. So I think we're going to fill in this area first. Okay. We will continue to upgrade our star bases as we can.
Technology discovered.
Cool, there's some encryption. Particle lances are a possibility. But there's nothing here that I'm seeing that's hugely impactful for us. We're going to grab quantum hacking as a reroll there. Fantastic. One more month tick until we can get another Star Fortress upgrading. And there we go. So, I mean, these aren't tremendously strong, right? But that's okay. They don't currently have to be. And there's our hyper relay finishing up in Seoul. So next we're going to move down to Barnard's Star. We're a little bit short on alloys to build this. This is 500 alloys per hyper relay, so that's a lot, but we're making way more alloys than that right now. So that's not a problem.
Construction
The rare
complete.
crystals are a bit of a problem. There's our Bureau of Espionage. There's still not a whole lot here that we're super interested in. I guess we'll grab the plasma thrusters, or plasma throwers, rather, as a reroll here. And here, just planetary build speed. That'll be fine. Okay. Cool. So we're going to start getting our hyper relays online, but that'll take a while yet. And now we're making our way up to Laloria, which we'll go ahead and grab. Cool. And then this guy, he's going to come down here, and this is overall going to take quite a while. For sure. We may actually want to just come down here and then head up to Gribben. That'll be okay. Senate floor is in session. They're voting on regulated growth. I don't really care about this, but I will support it. We might end up caring about that later on. Cool. So we're just going to continue our way through here. We'd love to queue up a second hyper relay over here, assuming that we have enough when that finishes. Planetary build speed finishes, and we can grab citadels. We'll have that unlocked, even if we're not going to go after it right away. That'll be fine. And with that, it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to hopefully finish up some of these areas, but we're really going to start focusing in on getting our hyper relays online. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, I don't have my notepad up, there we go, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.